What up? It's 2048 time. Last stream was cut short because dinner, but this stream, dinner is far away. I'm streaming this at 9 in the morning, or at 8:50 more specifically. But yeah, let's get into it. We're listening to the same playlist as we did yesterday. It's a pretty good playlist. This kind of vibe is nice. Vibe. Such a word. I'm incredible at conversationary. Such a word. But I do like me some words. Ooh, that's rare actually. You see, empty gap. They don't happen that often. But yeah, words happen. I really like to see where words come from. See the place of origin. Because some words come from the most random places. I think the word sugar comes from like one random language, so stuff like that. Oh my god, why are there so many grids here? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm dead. Just like that. Sorry for not speaking much. I'm pretty tired. But back to it. Words. I was speaking about words. Speaking, talking. A fun thing about language is that we have multiple words of same things. But they kinda are different, but they kinda are the same. And that concept is just so abstract and ridiculous. I don't get how linguistics deals with it. How they do that. Because it's so much stupidity everywhere. And exceptions and all that. Because words and language wasn't created systematically. A language can be created systematically, but none use it. There's a distinction between functional languages, or some word to describe them, and natural languages. I think in condangs or whatever, constructed languages. The person who came up with the Kong Lang shortening must feel really good right now. Or not. I wouldn't know. Alright, we can get 256. I haven't... I'm messing this up. I'm definitely messing this up. Oh, we got 256. Man, it's funny how many few things, actually, language can describe. You would think there was infinite classes of words to do all sorts of different things, but speaking is not necessarily that needy. You don't need a lot of things. More or less simple is what's best. That's why New Norwegian here in Norway is so unpopular, because it's hard. They hate it because it's hard. But they don't care about whether or not it's good. They're just not used to it, and therefore apply the fact that it's not good automatically in their head and hate it. That's what it seems out to be like, I think. I'm messing this up. Yeah. Yeah. That was it. I got 512 at school yesterday. I've just never been able to capture it on screen. I need to learn how to monologue. That's mono. You know mono and stereo? The words they use to describe speakers? Mono means one, right? Don't know which language it means one in, but it means one in one of them. Probably. Oh yeah. I need to practice this ability of speaking to nothing. To learn how to say things without response. Like a presentation, except not prepared. Actually, I'm going to have an oral presentation at school next week. It's not exactly the exam, but it's very close to exam period. They treat it like an exam. And I think it's important, not to me, but to those people who are going on state schools. I'm going private school. That's gonna be interesting. Let me rich brat being spoiled. Oh, the sweet life. But yeah. But there I get to prepare myself at least. In a random class. One of the hot topics at school right now is Like, which subject do you want to get? Because it's random, probably, I think. And some things you know more about than others. What am I doing? Yeah, a lot of people want to come up in English, I presume. It's just kind of the easiest class at school. This is a Norwegian school. The teachers barely even know English, so... Oh! That was perfectly set up, oh my... Yeah, bye. Right, as I was saying, yeah, the teachers barely know English in school, so it's pretty simple. I don't know how it compares to English school, though, because I don't go to English school, so I wouldn't know. One thing that's always confused me about the English school system that I keep hearing but I don't understand is they live in junior, sophomore, senior, freshman, whatever. I have no idea what those classes are or what they mean. And they just sound so weird. And no place explains it well. So I'm left here confused with no information. How did that turn into a 4? With no information and no hope to learn. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. But am I dead? I'm dead. For real this time. I got 512 at least. Oh, this playlist is making me woozy. That's nice. I like being woozied. It's relaxing. Even though I don't really need to relax. I mean, it's the morning. I just had sleep. Why do I need to relax now? Shouldn't I be at the peak of energy after my rest? Or does my rest need to warm up as well? Ooh, you have the reverberated drum. Oh. I brushed my teeth. Yeah, I did. Something I just... For some reason I forget that forgotten if I brush my teeth or not. Because it's not really worth storing in memory, but sometimes I recall the information and then I get stuck because I had no reason to remember the information, so therefore the information is lost and I'm just stuck. And I have to take a minute to go through my day and see if I did it. I'm still not even sure if I did it now. Sometimes I even check my toothbrushes to see if it's still wet or not. But take oral hygiene well. be good. You don't want to be nervous to go to the dentist. Come on, lad. That would be a terrible feeling. To be nervous to go to healthcare services. That they would make fun of you for your lifestyle. But they're not trying to do that, they're trying to help you. That's the entire point, that's their job. If they're not doing that job, they're doing a bad job. Which is bad. Yeah. Toothpaste. Toothpaste is such a weird product. It's these types of products that you just don't understand how they came up with them. So seemingly a random collage of all these different products in one. And you just kind of wonder how they even came up with it in the first place. How deliberate was it? I got it again! Oh boy. But yeah. I don't even know what's in toothpaste. It's just weird. It's just some kind of thing. I know they made a whole meme about the 10th dentist or whatever. But you never really see the sources of who they ask. I mean, if you look at the flippin' asterisk, you would probably find it. But no one does. Because who cares? Toothpaste is more like a vibes product. You can't really see the difference in your teeth. But you just know that you're doing a difference. And you have better oral hygiene than other people that don't brush their teeth. But it's all just vibes. You don't know what it's actually doing. You're just rubbing a cream all over your teeth for recommended 2 minutes. And whether that cream works or not, who knows? It could not. But that cream has saved so many teeth. I'm dead. I'm dead. But yeah. That cream saves so many more teeth than anyone else has done. What does it mean? How would a cream create more difference than a human being? How many people brush their teeth actually? Like, is there a recorded statistic? Do they go out and ask people, do you brush your teeth? And there's also a difference between brushing your teeth once a day or twice a day. My friend Tornado Train is his online alias. He brushes it once. I keep shaming him on it. But he seems stuck in his ways. But yeah. It's better than none, but it's worse than twice. People shouldn't live with the it's better than nothing attitude. They should live, but can I improve it? Or something like that. I don't have that much life experience. I wouldn't know. Life experience is... it's a concept, huh? Really just... oh, you've lived longer, therefore you know more about living. And obviously you do, and you get it automatically, but... what? What's there to experience? in a life. That changes on how long you live. And then there's this whole concept of maturing. And some people apparently never mature while others do. And it's all this weird thing. Life is weird. Or, to reference video game, life is strange. Strange and weird. Synonym. I'm making a grid space again. I can't get out of it because I keep trapping myself in these boxes, these squares. And I can never get out of them. I'm not doing it right now, but I think you could follow the lifetime of where every single square goes. What family they grow up in, who they marry, and where they end up in the end. Because no square disappears in this game. And it's interesting. Alright, keep in mind. Look at these two twos. I'm not gonna follow it, but you could see where they go and where they end up in life. They become a 16. It's quite interesting with history. History is weird because we need it, but not. It's not necessary, but it is necessary. History is important, yet not really. You don't need history to live, but it certainly gives you a guide of what other people have tried and tested. It gives you a tutorial on do's and don'ts. They did this, it turned out like this. You can learn from these situations, but people don't. That's why they say history repeats itself. Even though no one knows history completely. History gets lost. People study a world gone, but existent. You can describe things to make them sound so much cooler than they are. Cool. Cool comes from cold, doesn't it? I think it does. But I think saying, oh, he's cold and oh, he's cool also counts as different things now. Words. That's just how they go. I need to get 8 up there. We really just are very interested in fill the box completely. I don't know. I can take these 8s down here. Oh no, I'm making a complete grid. There's no way. What? Alright, so I kinda got out of that situation. Oh, that 2 and 4 in the corner are so useless. And they killed me. Well, did you follow with where the first 2 twos came from? Went? On to again. New topic. Sometimes when me and Tornado Train speaks and the topic gets out of hand, sometimes we can just suddenly say new topic to get away from speaking the first topic. That's not how speaking works, though. It's not a pick and choose game. Yes, of course. It's definitely, you can steer conversations, but you can't control them completely. It's more of a game. You have to strike in to change the topic. I've been playing that game sometimes when I want to speak about something. You have the utmost advantage when you're starting the conversation. You can talk about something and then you can lead it in, but then the other friend can lead it out into a different topic completely and win the conversation. And you're playing it like it's a competitive game, but it's really more a dance between each other to naturally transition. But it also feels competitive. I'm trying to talk about my topic, and you don't want to just say, okay, the new topic now, I want to talk about this, because that's rude. That kinda seems oh, that one quick. Yeah. Yeah. And you don't want to ruin conversations and create awkward silence. I mean, you can really start a new topic then, but it can come off as strange. Oh, the concept of small talk. Because people don't want to talk big. They don't want to talk and challenge. They just want to talk to entertain. And that's it. We live in an entertainer's world. And yeah, it's entertaining. But is it good? Who knows? Is a world where we care more about entertaining rather than questioning better. Who knows? You can't really decide these questions all on your own unless with well reasoning. But the best way to convince someone is with well reasoning and logic, most likely. But some people don't even listen to logic, and those people will never change. Because if logic can't change them, then logic and nothing will change them, because they're not logical. Which one is the best out of the logos, ethos, pathos, kairos, etc.? Which one is the most effective? Which one would you rather be as a trait? Alright, from what I can read, logos is logic. It's explaining things by other things that make sense. Makes sense. Sense is easy to make. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my god, how did I make it? Alright. Oh, that 2 is stuck down there, I don't like that. Right. Sorry, I'm just trying to salvage this. You know, because that's the point of the game. But the problem is, it also relies very heavily on the RNG down here. On where the new squares spawn. Huh. And yeah, small talk. What do people talk about in small talk? I've probably experienced it. It would be wild to assume that I haven't spoken small with someone. But small talk is just speaking without any subject and without any purpose, I would think. Because you're not trying to gain anything with small talk. In a debate, you're trying to change someone's views. In a question, you're trying to get information. In small talk, you're not trying anything. You just want to talk. You want to talk so much that you don't care about what you're talking about, and therefore the talking becomes bad. And people don't like it, but people do it. It just goes in circles. And even when you get into a deeper topic, even when you get it into deeper topics and subjects and conversations, some people literally go out of their way and say like, wow, that got deep. To make it lighter. Because some people don't want to talk with the purpose of, you know, learning anything. You just want to talk to talk. What did you do? The weather's been nice lately, huh? To destroy small talk, you could respond with very simple comebacks that's like, weather's been nice lately. Yeah. We'll both have the same weather. Or you could actually get... Here's a fun game to do when you're getting smally talked. You fight against it. It's like, nice weather lately. No. The weather has been garbage. It sucks. It sucks so much. The weather sucks. I hate this weather. I want storms. I want pain. When I go outside, I want to be wetter than a sea sausage or whatever. And like, how have you been now, man? How have you been? How would you come back to how have you been? How have you been? Murdering. Alright. Try not to bring crime into this. No, I can't come up with a... Yeah, how have you been? When they ask it, they don't even want an answer. They just ask it to ask it. Because it's like norms? Norms to ask how you've been? And you shouldn't really do norms if you don't even care about the norm result. What's the point in the norm in the first place? You just go playing these silly little community games that give no purpose and just goes in circles and makes no one happy. Yeah. Right. Nice weather? No. Man, I remember once. It wasn't that long ago, but someone I knew said, "Man, it's been such a long day." But you can retaliate that, and I retaliated with, every day is the same length. And it's just so mean for no reason. But yeah, expressions that just make no sense. Days are the same length. Time goes always the same speed. You just feel different because you don't fill up your brain with anything. In an entertainer's world, time tries to move as fast as possible in between. We want to spend it on losing it. Entertaining world is such a strange place, and we all live in it. How did this happen? How do we get into an entertainer's world? And where people who create things that entertain are called masters. Even things as paintings are entertainment from the real world. Music is entertainment from the real sound that we experience, to make it more interesting. But sometimes people listen to recordings of the sounds of nature, even though they can just go outside, but they don't go outside. Of course, multiple factors can decide whether you can go outside or not. But it's so strange. People listen to nature sounds, but don't go out in nature. I'm dead. Yeah. It's something like that. Birth rates are dropping. Kind of a wild statement to say, but it's happening. And in the future, who knows what's going to happen? Oh, predictors know. Nah, they just predict. They literally get a job to just say like, yeah, this might happen, I don't know. Couldn't it? Could be. Could be. Dude, how is this your job? People just want to know so bad what's going on in the future. Time machines would ruin the entire universe. Because people just couldn't control themselves. They just need to know what happens. We have so many future-telling things. Like even religion just also tells us what happens after death. Even though we'll find out eventually, won't we? Immortal people do not exist yet. And when they exist, who knows? Maybe. This is also a question I've been asking around with people. Do you want to be immortal? And the answer is most often no. People associate immortality with never dying, which I guess in its word is like that. But I associate it more with living longer life. Of course, true immortality would never exist, I would assume, because there seems to be a lot of factors that can kill you. But to remove aging, for example, that would be pretty great. But some people want to age and become weaker. Hhow. Oh my god, the epidemic that is making acronyms instead of the things that they describe happen. I'm not laughing my ass off, yet I say Hhow. How come? How could you lie to me like that? Speaking these false words into my ear. Here. Oh, I have a 16 quadrant. Get it out of here. Get it out! But yeah, we need to speak about more crazy things more often, because then we could understand those things rather than avoid them. That would be nice. Because people hate speaking about things, anything that might ruin their little world of entertainment. People don't care about serious things because they're too serious for them. So what's the point of caring? They live in the cycle of, if I can't do anything, it doesn't matter. But they usually have the wrong feeling of when they can do something and when they cannot. Like, I can't help poor people. But you can. You know you can. I can't solve climate change. Maybe not solve, but help. It's not a one-man's job. Multiple people caused it, multiple people can fix it if they just tried. But trying has been outlawed in the world of no mistakes. If you try anything and fail, then, well, it's over for you. But most mistakes are not fatal like people would think. Most are just, it happens and then. People stay mad about things that cannot be changed, and then for things that can be changed, they don't do things. They live this double life of standards. Anger is a weird feeling, because usually it can either get changed, or either the thing that you get angry about can be changed, but isn't for some reason, or in some cases it can't be changed. Sometimes anger is anger about something that cannot change. So what's the point of the anger in the first place? What kind of primal feeling does the anger give? Because it won't help anything. Anger will just be angry, and nothing will be gained except just bad feelings. So there's no point to it. No point to it. That's how you suppress feelings, you know? We live in a world where it's more normal to be meh than to be happy. If you smile in public, it's awkward. You smile to people. But you have to smile at work, where you're not happy. The smile culture is weird. One of the worst things that happened to humanity is the fake smile. It's the lack of balls to show that you don't care. You need to suppress the right feelings, and the other feelings you need not suppress. When you're sad, you must not be sad. You must be happy, even though you're sad. That's how it works. But if you're sad, it's okay to be sad, but not in work or whatever. They tell people to smile, but telling someone to do something doesn't exactly make them automatically do it. People don't have that great of an authority. Be real. You can't conceive a smile by just your words. Or not by saying smile. Maybe you could tell them something that lightens their mood. I'm sure if I was told I won the lottery, I would probably be happy, and therefore might smile. But it could also be a lie. Therefore, telling someone just smile. Just do it. It doesn't do anything. This song is beautiful. Oh. Playlist ended. Nope. Alright. Yeah. Forced smiles. They want you to be happy. They want you to smile. But they're not willing to put in the work to make you smile, so they rather just tell you to fake it. And sure, when it comes to smiling, it is fake it till you make it. When you smile, or just try to hold a smile, you automatically feel better. But you do it, and you feel nothing. Especially when you do it at work, or that kind of place. Because the smile doesn't add anything, and the crushing weight of the work still exists, so therefore it ruins the joy, or whatever little joy you can get out of the smile, and ends up not even helping, and therefore being truly, truly fake. That was quick. Tell me a joke. That collage of words will never result in a good joke. Tell me a joke. Jokes never become good. You come in expecting to laugh, and therefore the laughter comes out generally from the unexpected. But you're expecting the unexpected when it comes to jokes. And therefore the funny disappears. And therefore the jokes are always so meaningless. And they're often just the same jokes over and over again. Why did the chicken cross the road. You couldn't create a new joke. You have a human mind, the same human mind that the person who created that joke originally had. Yet you can create. You can't create a joke, but that dude can. Make it make sense. No, yes. Human minds are different. Some act in different ways, but in the bigger scope of things, you're not special. We're just the same. Fun. I've never been told, tell me a joke jokes, and it has made me laugh. When you search up good joke, do they make me laugh? And I can try right now. Good joke. Alright. Want to hear a construction joke? Oh, never mind. I'm still working on that one. Two fishes are in a tank. One turns to the other and says, "How do you drive this thing?" "Where do you find a cow with no legs?" "Right where you left it." "Why are ghosts such bad liars?" "Because they're so easy to see through." Is this funny to anyone? Has this made someone laugh? Because these jokes try to be universal. They try to come up with... Because jokes are funny because you can relate to them, or at least understand what you're talking about. When you're trying to create a universal joke, the topics that you joke about just get so mild. They talk about the joke itself sometimes, and it just adds nothing. I'm like, "Oh, I would have told you my joke, but it's not, but you wouldn't get it." It's like when rappers talk about the rap. You're literally rapping. Why don't you just show, don't tell? They tell this in literary school or whatever. You don't have to describe your own rapping or whatever. Hold up, I'm finding new music. Yeah, more Fruity Guerrero. But yeah, they just talk about their own. But you don't need to talk. Show me. Let me hear these things you describe. Please? The jokes that talk about themselves, flipping construction joke. "Oh, I'm still working on that one." It's a lie. Didn't they tell you not to lie? Oh my goodness. You know you lied. Yeah. Here's the thing that I just can't really do, is put compliments to myself. My compliment philosophy is that if you do it to yourself, that's egotistical, isn't it? I'm a nice person. But how would you know? Have you seen the subreddits r/nice guys and r/nice girls. They're definitely not nice, that's one thing for sure. They're seemingly toxic. And how come you wouldn't know? I could call myself the greatest person of all time, but I wouldn't be able to mean it, because it's just something I don't think. The best compliments I can come up for myself is the most logical ones. I'm good at the piano, because I've played it for a long time. Sure, I can mean that one, because I've experienced all the playing and the practicing. So therefore, I'm fairly certain I could call myself fairly skilled at the piano. But I'm not immensely skilled at it. But when you say like, oh, here, use 3 adjectives to describe yourself. Nice? Good? Kind? I wouldn't know. It's not up for me to decide those things. I act and the other people react. They react based on my movement, and if they tell me I can go off their word, but I can't really go off my word because I'm not acting towards myself. If you're kind towards yourself, that's good, but it could also be egotistical or narcissistic. If you only care about yourself, are you still kind? Or you're just kind to yourself? Is that also kindness, or is that toxicity? What is this? Tell me these answers before you tell me these compliments that you seemingly get attributed. I ask all of these questions whenever they ask me to compliment me. But it's seemingly so much more easier to point out your flaws more than anything. And yeah, my problem is that this. I'm not even that good at piano. I just said that one. But the problem is when you describe your own flaws, you tend to exaggerate a bit, or depending on how self-confident you are. Then you can get a tendency to kind of over-explain your insecurities when you point out your flaws. And if you read in between the lines, you can discover your insecurities. If I say I'm good at piano, but I'm not as good as the others, you can very clearly see some kind of insecurity about my skill that I have. You can tell my flaw, not by me saying it, but me talking about what I believe are my flaws. But you can find out on yourself the real flaws. It's a puzzle. It's a strange puzzle. By telling your flaws, you don't give out correct information instantly, but they can tell the correct information fairly quickly. And it's so weird. These concepts. You know these things. But someone else knows it better than you just by listening to you who knows it in the first place. What's going on? What happened? How did this happen? How did this happen? Oh, yeah. Well, what would be the worst I'm a nice person adjectives to describe yourself with? You have the basic ones such as, oh, I'm kind, sweet-hearted, ooh, And you're starting to dig, you're really starting to dig. There's definitely some adjectives that are really show who you are. Show how non-true whatever you're saying is. I don't know, man. Someone's coming up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream soon. It's been nice talking though. I can vent about all these things to no one, because no one listens here, because no one is here, therefore they don't have the capability of listening. Very simple. I have nothing more to say. Yeah, I'm definitely ending stream after this round. I just don't want to get in topic and accidentally get stuck talking about it for the next 4 hours. I've been playing this game for over an hour and I still haven't beaten it. Either it's me being really bad at this game or the game being really hard. And I couldn't know which. I could not know which one it is. People like watching people who are funny. That make them laugh. I'm not one of those, am I? Not a funny person. Oh, that would be some kind of thing. Describing yourself as a funny person. I'm a funny, charismatic person. Oh. Tell me a joke then. If the joke isn't funny, guess what? Are they really a funny person? That's the question. Alright. No, 23. But yeah. Thank you for watching. No one, again. I will see you guys, whoever you are, later. Goodbye.